doing, silly boy? Boy, it's pretty tight in there by that hydrant, but thankfully we haven't hit it yet. I say yet because there's still time. Oh, what you got there?
Cherries, it's cherry season. And
nice.
There's been a cherry tree in town that we've been eyeing for 3 years because the fruit hasn't been picked on it that we've seen. And we asked the property owners today if there's any chance we could pick some cherries from the tree, and they said yes. But last night I bought these because I couldn't wait. Ready to work?
Let's do it. Today has been a weird day, but Alyssa and I overall are feeling rested. Last night was a fantastic break. We needed to just chill, have a life. We feel bad because we didn't get a lot of work done on the house yesterday. That's not true, we got a ton of work done, but we're just those kind of people that feel like we should always get more done. You know what I'm talking about?
Makes us productive.
I think they call them type A's. Yeah, today has been all over the place. A big time sucker for us was our drip edge. We have been trying to find what apparently is a drip edge made from material from the backside of Mars that can only be harvested once every 400 centuries. That's us. Our DIY building center hates us because we seem to be asking questions, well, nobody asks. We're looking for products that solve a real problem, but nobody uses them. So why can't you just be like everybody else? Turns out we're building a very difficult house. So Alyssa, with a little bit of information, used the internet to track down the manufacturer, then the wholesaler, who won't sell it to us because we're retailer customers. So then she got the retailer, to which they said, we sell that? Huh? Never heard of it. So finally today, it's ordered. That's been a problem since we started this build. It's not that building is hard. One thing that we've learned from this process is that when you hire a contractor, what you're buying from that contractor is his way of building. He probably has a way of building, and he builds buildings that way, and that's what he does. A custom builder is going to be like, you want what now? Okay, it's going to cost you 15 times as much, but he'll figure it out. And that's kind of where we are. We're like apparently custom building this house. But my point is, we've learned that when you hire that contractor, he kind of has a system. He builds houses like this, with this kind of concrete, this type of flooring, this type of siding, this type of roofing, this type of windows.
And that's great, it's very efficient.
Very, very efficient. And that's what you're paying him for, is his systems. And if you're like, yeah, but I really would like this kind of roof, he's probably gonna be like, nope, not building it. I don't build a whole house because that's not the kind of roof that I use. So here we are. We've got our drip edge. Yes, it was expensive. Yes, it's gonna take a long time to get, but hopefully in the end, it's gonna be the best gosh dang drip edge there dang ever was.
I think it will.
Yeah. So today we're working on something that I have been dreading since I made the executive decision toward the end of our SIP order. A lot of you very sharp people have noticed that on the south overhang, you cannot see the timber brackets. But on the north side, uh-oh, dun dun dun. So why do we have timber brackets exposed? In short, right before our SIP panels were manufactured, the manufacturer noticed that the way we had our panels laid out, which was a 3-panel design, we would have a panel on the north, a panel on the south, and a panel in the middle. They said, gosh, that's gonna make a lot of waste because SIP panels from this manufacturer come in 24-foot lengths, and we would be cutting them down to 12, and I don't know what it was, 13 or something, I don't remember what it was. And they said, that's horrible for us. That's great for you, but it's bad for us. Can we do something different? So at the last minute, we made an executive decision to reduce the north panels by the thickness of the wall. The real problem is that our timber frame, if you recall, at the very center of the frame, there's nothing. The rafters are 4 feet on center, so they're 2 feet to the south and 2 feet to the north of the middle of the house. And our engineer educated us on why you want the entire roof connected. You don't want to have panels basically connecting in the middle of no rafter. Even though they're connected with splines and they've got all this stuff hooking them together, you want the roof to act as one roof. So these panels on the south wall are 24 feet long. That's as long as they can make those panels. They can't make them any longer. But the panels on the north are not 24 feet, because if we did that, the panels would have to meet in the middle, not over a rafter. And our engineer said, that's a big no-no. I actually said that backwards. The panels on the south are 20 feet, 8 3/4, and the panels on the north are 24 feet. So the north panels are full length, but they've got to stretch to the furthest rafter, which means at 24 feet, they can't extend all the way out to the end of the timber brackets. What does that mean? That means that we are going to have to build the additional overhang. Right before we put the SIPs up, we almost made a decision to cut the timber brackets down to match the length of the overhang, which in this case is shorter than the south overhang by the thickness of the wall. And we said, that's dumb. Why would we do that? First of all, you want the overhang, especially where we live, because it snows. Overhangs protect buildings from weather, etc. So we said, you know, it wouldn't be that hard to build it. Well, ask me when we're done, because 2x12s are heavy and we're gonna be doing it on the man lift.
Except we took the man lift Froden yesterday and it's behind our house, which should make this a lot easier.
Yes.
So instead of dreading this, I think we're looking forward to it now. It should be a nice working date.
Yes. At first I was thinking this is gonna suck because I thought we were gonna have to do it from the roof. Yep. Oi. And it looks like the man lift is gonna save our bacon again. So basically we have our SIP panels that look something like this. This is like the side of the house. And our SIPs come up short. So we've got this timber bracket sticking out here and one at the ridge. And what we're going to do, we have 3 inches of lumber that's inside the SIP. And it's a lumber spline that is designed to help rigidify the edge of the panel and make it strong. We have the same 3 inches of lumber running along the entire eave. So that 3 inches gives us somewhere really good to fasten this overhang. The overhang is going to be 9 additional inches, and with 1.5 inch lumber on both sides, we need a 6-inch block. So this will be 6 inches from here to here. And we're going to do those 16 inches on center. Then, so we're going to attach this entire unit to the subfascia or the lumber spline inside the SIP. Then we're going to cover this bottom and top with a layer of OSB. So we'll have an overhang that looks something like this, and then we're going to come back and we're going to put a layer of OSB covering this that will make it all match the roof. To increase the strength of this overhang, we are going to be using a secondary roof. That's not why we're doing it, but it's going to add to the strength. So if you were looking at the edge of this overhang, it would look something like this. This is the overhang, and then we have the SIP panel over here, and we have lumber and lumber, and this is all going to be attached to each other through here. But this isn't exactly super strong. It is, but we can make it stronger. So we're going to be adding furring strips to the entire roof, 16 inches on center, that will create the channels for air to move up the roof. So those will be going up the roof like this. And then we're going to be adding another sheet of plywood in this case, which will be the secondary roof. And this is for our cold roof. So we'll have a sheet of plywood doing something like this. Actually, these won't be doing that, they'll be overlapped. Something like that. So this piece of plywood will extend over and attach to the SIP. All of that together should provide sufficient strength for this overhang to bear any load, whether it be a person walking up there or snow load. So in order to connect the two halves of the roof, as the fascia comes up from the east side and meets the fascia from the west side, we're going to actually overlap those at the peak of the roof. So our SIPs are what's called plumb cut. They look like this at the top, and they're 2 completely separate panels, and we do happen to have a gap in between here. But as we bring these fascias up, the under fascia will overlap, or underlap, I guess, the other one, creating a nice solid connection at the top. You're impeding progress. Well, you're not impeding progress. Your cuteness is.
He's tired.
Oh. Oh my goodness, he wants to cuddle so bad. Oh, really? What was that all about? A meow? Hmm?
Alright, I'm just gonna hold Bugaboo all evening, okay?
Okay, I'm gonna turn the saw on. You ready?
Oh no.
What a chunk. Look at these spots. Look at him. That should be enough to start this side.
Yep.
Maybe all we get done today. It's been a weird day.
Yeah, you would never know what we're gonna learn on this side, right? So might as well, like, it's so quick to cut the other side, might as well just chill and
you got it.
Ready? Who's going up in the basket this time? What do you think?
Me. What we need to do is figure out how to get the forklift back to where I can get to this part of the eave right here.
Gotcha.
Because I think we're too close.
Oh man.
So
oh,
I may
you
have
know,
to do some finagling.
It's almost like we started the other eve.
Maybe.
I do know I'm not really comfortable driving it like too far backwards down the hill around the fire hydrants. It's a little scary.
Let me see if I can do some jockeying with it and get it in a better spot. It took us a bunch of finagling with the lift behind the house. We were trying to get farther back near the hot tub deck to get up to the corner of the eave so that we could basically build the overhang as we go up and basically do the fascia, the overhang, everything all at once. And the sum total of about 45 minutes of jockeying the machine back here is, we didn't really gain much, maybe a foot. So we're gonna move forward tonight. We're kind of running out of daylight. It's just been a really weird day. And so we're gonna work on just getting the lumber splines done, and that'll be a good day. And then we'll rest up and we'll try to hit this fresh tomorrow. And then we're gonna have to move the lift down. We're just gonna have to. We'll have to move it around the corner, and that'll be a good spot to be tomorrow morning, so. Perfect. Feel like I'm living in a messy college apartment up here. There we go. Let's tilt the bucket down. Tilt down. Can you get me some yellow jacket spray? Okay. So I think the hornets are in there, or whatever they are, wasps. I think they're in that opening, or they're in here. But I also see a nest in here. That may be why this bee's trying to get around me here. The bee trying to get in there.
There you go.
Thanks.
I'm glad we have windows here. What if we didn't put them here and we decided to put them later?
Yeah.
Right?
That would have sucked.
Didn't really think about that.
Right. Yeah, this could be interesting because I have to pound these boards in.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make mad whatever's in the walls for sure. And being up here, like, man.
Sit here and watch, I guess.
I would say get down to the forklift.
Oh, so in case you need to come down.
If I need to get down, just get down.
If you start screaming, don't wait for the hands.
Yeah, and I would move the ladder in case you just need to get me down fast.
Okay, I'll do it.
Hey. Keep seeing them going in that spline right there. I just don't know where the nest is. There's a bunch of them right there. There's a couple of them. So we'll just watch for a minute here. Actually, I guess while they're trapped in there, I could just put the furring in there. Ready? Thanks for the board.
Briefly, and a little hummingbird flew in the window, like,
yeah.
Halfway and like flew back out again.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah, ready to go to the peak. Oh! Damn it. Sorry, I wasn't looking that way. Ugh. What a mess. So I need another board cut.
Okay.
This one's 10 feet 4 and 5/8.
10 feet, 4 and 5/8.
Yeah.
Okay. Did I cut it to the right length?
I think so.
Yay!
I'm ready to come down.
Nice work.
2. I don't even know why. That was like way more dramatic than it needed to be. The basket gets wobbly. It's wobbly when you stand on this side, see? And like it's got a center pivot. So I'm standing over here, it's up on that end. And I look at it, I'm like 4 inches, and I come over here and I'm like up, smash.
Yep.
So we smashed the SIP pretty good. It's actually not that big of a deal. It's just where the lumber goes.
We smashed on the other side too.
Yeah, we've hit it about 5 times.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the bees or whatever, I don't know what they were, but I basically foamed where they were and then I stuck a board over. I feel like for as crazy as today's been, that's a pretty good accomplishment.
Yeah, I think the last 2 days, there's just been a whole heck of a lot of life. So 2 days we planned to work all day, and 2 days we barely got any work in, but that's life, right? That's
what we didn't do last year, and we keep saying we're gonna change, and I think we're changing. I think we're
well, even the life, it wasn't like fun stuff, it was just life, like things that have to get done, things that come up, so.
Gotta just roll with it. But I'm happy, we're building a house, the weather has been so good, so
it's been amazing. Like, we're doing fine, like we have this artificial deadline, our house is fine, it's not raining really, like we're fine. We're making good progress though. I mean when we're working good, so. I hope we can pick this up tomorrow, make some good headway, get this overhang built. Be pretty sweet. Wow. Oh, good. Holy crap. If you want to know how many wasps are in a nest, here they all come out. That's more than 10. Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Look at them all. Wow. Come out the hole.